Good morning student. Welcome back in the next video of bio. Today I am going to teach you chapter number 2, the flower. In this chapter we will read about flowers, pollination, fertilization, fruit, seed and germination. So today I am going to teach you about the flower. Students, you have already seen so many flowers. Flowers are in different color, size and shape, but their basic structure remain the same. So we will start here. This is a flower. I am going to show you this rose flower. Flower is generally attached to the stem by stalk called the pedicel. So this is the pedicel. Now here you can see different parts of the flower. So this is sepal, means the green part of the flower. This is generally a leaf-like structure which generally cover the bud. When flower have not blossomed, that time this sepal cover the flower or cover the bud. So this is sepal, filament, anther. So both anther and filament together known as the stamen, which is also known as the male part of the flower. These are the petals. Next, this is stigma, style and ovary. Together they make the carpel or the female part. So flower has a male as well as a female part. So stigma, style, ovary is a female part and together we call it carpel, and anther filament is a male part, together we call it stamen. So one by one we will discuss about the part of flower. First is sepal, second one are petals, then stamen. Stamens means male part, anther and filament. Then carpel, the female part known as stigma, style and ovary. Now a typical flower has four important parts: sepal, petals, stamen and the carpels. These are arranged in concentric rings called the whorls. So first is the sepal. They form the first and the outer whorl, means this is the sepal. Here you can see these are the sepals. They are small green and leaf-like structure. You can see they are the leaf-like structure. They protect the flower bud before it opens. So here I have already shown it protect the flower when it was not open. So before that it was protected with this sepal, and when it opened, so you can see these are looking like the leaf-like structures. They are visible as green structure enclosing a flower bud, but in a flower they are present as small structure at the base of flower near the stalk. So here you can see near the stalk. Second part are the petals. So they form the second whorl or inner to the sepal. So these are the petals. They are generally large, colored and showy. They are colored so that they can attract the birds, insects, butterflies, etc., so that they help them in the pollination process. They help in pollination of flowers by attracting the insects. Third one is the stamen. They form the third whorl or inner to the petals. Each stamen has two parts, filament and anther. Filament is the thin long cylinder part that carries the anther on the top, and anther is a bilobed structure present at the tip of the filament, contain fine particles called the pollen grain. So here I have a rose plant which is already the petals are shaded one, and here you can see, if you will see closely, these are the male part and these upper black part is known as the this is known as the anther, and this long part is known as the filament. So here you can see, and this is a rose part, so it has multiple ovaries. So this outer structure, they are the male part. You can see the tip is known as the anther, which is bilobed. Bilobed means having two lobes. This type of structure is known as the bilobed. And filament is a long, thin cylinder part. You can see, if you have the rose flower at your home, you can see it clearly. These are the filament, and topmost part is known as the anther. And fourth part is the carpel, also called pistil. They form the fourth or the innermost whorl of the each carpel and has three parts, that is stigma, style and ovary. Here you cannot see it properly because it is already dried one. Otherwise all the plants generally have one ovary, but this is a rose, So rose has multiple ovaries. So here you can see it has a multiple ovaries or the female part. So you can see this is the male part or the stamen. These are the filaments and these are the bilobed anther. And in female part you can see, now I have removed all the stamens. So you can see this is the ovary, and ovary has three parts: stigma, style, and this is the ovary. So what we have studied in flower, it is divided into four orals: sepal, petal, stamen and carpel. Sepal are the green part, petals are the colorful parts, help the flower to attract the insects or the small animals which come to eat them, and when the pollen grains attach to them, and they will help in the process of pollination. This is a male part. The long part is known as the filament and bilobed part is known as the anther, and this is the female part, carpel. This is stigma, this is style, and this is the ovary. The anther contain the fine particles known as pollen grains. So when you touch the flower, if they have the stamen, you can see small very dusty particles you can see, which are known as the pollen grains. And carpel, stigma is the upper part that receive the pollen grains. Means the pollen grains come from the anther are received by the stigma. And style is the neck of the carpel attached to stigma. From stigma the pollen grain reach to the style, and from style it reach to the ovary, and ovary is the lowermost swollen part. In this flower you can see, this is the swollen ovary. This is the swollen ovary, and ovary contain one or more ovules. So stamen and carpel are the reproductive part of flowers. Stamen are the male part and carpels are the female part of the flowers. And there are two types of flowers known as bisexual or the unisexual. What are the bisexual plants? Bisexual plants, bi mean the both and sexual mean the reproductive part. So these flowers have both stamen and carpel. Example, rose, china rose, petunia. So I have already shown you the rose flower, means it is a bisexual plant which has both male and female part. And in rose plant you can see it has multiple carpels or the ovaries, more than one ovary is present. And unicellular plants, uni means one, reproductive means these plants either have the stamen or the carpel. So they can have male or female parts, such as the papaya. Male flowers if only stamens are present, and female flower if only carpels are present. And one interesting fact is also written here: in a papaya plant, the plants bear only male or female plants. The fruit of papaya is seen only on the plants that bear female flowers. So the plant which gives fruit is a female papaya. The male and the female papaya plants are always grown closer to each other so that pollination can occur. And if pollination will occur, then only you can get the fruits. So here test yourself: sepal, carpel, stamen, anther, unisexual, ovary, filament, green, pollen grain, and only stamen. So sepal is green in color, carpel contain the ovary because it is a female part, stamen contain the pollen grains because this is the male part, anther having the filaments, a cylindrical part that carries the anther on top, and unisexual only the stamen is present. So now you revise this topic, and if you have flowers you can see yourself the male, female parts and the four whorls in the flower.